We do not need to elevate the alternate because Ron is here, but Noreen, I'm glad you are too. Approval of the agenda, I would make that motion.
I'll second it.
Second it?
Sure.
Anything else we ought to add before we vote?
Nope.
All right, all in favor of approving the agenda?
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Approval of minutes. So those are the minutes from our November 20th meeting.
Chairman, I only saw one thing. On the second page, wait, it's under, geez, it's kind of good. The paragraph starts, based on a conversation with town administrator Linda Schaefer, we
Yep.
understand that it's unlikely that DPW is not available. I think you want to take that "not" out.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I have that.
You
Yeah, I
flagged
have
that,
that.
okay.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, so we've got-
I was double negative and it
Yeah,
didn't work.
yeah.
I just had a couple more. Charlie Page, his name is Paige.
In
So that's in the
what's-
Tellview section,
Okay,
the third line
Third.
down.
yeah,
And then in the next paragraph, McAllister questions how many people on channel 3 versus, I think it's you versus.
oh, yeah, yes,
Instead of
this is like a
versus.
poem versus.
Yeah, right.
Good pickup.
And I noticed that on the final motion, I have McAllister, is that right? Somewhere I had it.
Oh, really? I didn't see that one.
All right, there, MCALL, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I have MAC, so I have McAllister instead of McAllister. All right.
There's half a dozen ways to spell it.
And I generally do with a small c, which you said is,
Yeah. That's the way you do it.
okay. Anything, Nisha's searching for something else.
Yeah, I had one other thing and now I can't find it because I didn't mark it very well. It was, there was just a sentence that said I was not really gonna be doing any videoing, and I don't know if I said that. I didn't mean to say that,
Okay.
if that's
All right. Well,
what I
let's-
said. I meant to say I will still be doing videoing. The new staff will solely be doing the videoing, and,
Okay, as
for now.
opposed to Kasia having done some other things.
Right.
Yeah, it says here, Wellingers will focus on other tasks.
Right, and I didn't mean, I am focusing
You
on
will,
other tasks,
but
but I
yeah.
still am doing videoing, so I just don't want there to be confusion
Right,
about
okay.
So it should say,
that.
we'll focus on other tasks as well as taping.
In addition to.
Yeah.
It's
Or-
recording.
Yes.
Not taping. It used to be
Yeah,
Oh,
taping.
no
okay.
tape
The old
anymore.
days were tape.
Yeah,
The old
right,
days
no
were
more tape.
No more tape.
Yeah.
Not for many years here.
Yeah. And then I think that was all I had. Oh, I'm sorry, I have one more. Did you find that
Yes.
sentence? Oh, okay.
Yes.
In new business, it does say that the copy of the timeline is attached.
Which it was on what I took to.
It was, okay.
To,
Okay, great.
To the draft I gave to Becky.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect, cause I didn't,
touch it. Yeah.
I don't think I saw it.
I probably
When you
sent it
sent
to
it,
you
so-
because I figured you all had a copy.
Right. So I just wanted to make sure it was
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
attached.
and I'll,
Okay.
and I'll ask Becky, does she want it again, that the timeline hasn't changed, does she want it again?
Okay, great.
All right, so with those,
Oh,
something else.
there was an old, no longer used mixer. It should say audio mixer, just to be clear, on the south wall.
Yep, still on the wall.
Yeah, still there,
Yes.
but it is an audio mixer, not a.
Okay, all right, good to know. And that was one of my questions for later is, are we gonna get rid of that? But, okay. I would look for a motion to approve the minutes of the 20th of November.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. With corrections. Public comment? None. Finance. So this is the end of 2025 report. So what was our total? We budgeted, so we were under budget. We budgeted 48.8 and spent 45.8, so just about 3,000 under.
Yeah, which, I mean, I know it came out of different lines, but, you know, that was basically our contractor's line, which we didn't use, so
Right.
I'm feeling pretty good, like we were right on target
Yeah.
budget.
Even
Good
with the
job.
turnover in staff and changes in
Yeah.
wages
And you know, then when we get to the annual report too, since we were under, we really only used
less of the town.
5,000, I had 5,374 of taxpayer money, so
Yeah.
I don't know
that
if
would
we
match.
wanna, you know, make mention of that.
Or at least change the percentage
Or
number.
change the
Yeah, good.
percentage, yeah,
Yeah, my thought too, when I looked at this. So, thank you, Asia, well done on your budget projections and our, you know, whatever little tweaking we did
yeah,
that fall.
What is Elan Financial Services online subscription?
so that is the, credit card, and that was used to purchase, one of them is Norton Antivirus, and the other one
Okay.
is one of our other, you know, annual subscription
Carbonite?
based, it might be Carbonite, yep. And then, and so that's the line, online subscriptions is the line that it's coming out of on our budget.
Okay, and then there were some of those under supplies as well. Same,
Thing, we use the town credit card for those
Okay.
supplies.
Okay.
Moving forward, I mean, I don't know the best way to approach it. I think moving forward, you'll just probably see a lot of reimbursements. I'm probably just gonna pay for these things and then get reimbursed from the town. So you might not see so much of the,
Is there a
You-
preference to do it with you paying up front? I mean, I don't have any problem with it being, when we know that that's the town credit card and why you would use it.
yeah.
Do others have a problem with seeing Elan? I mean, even if it's just,
no, but
Right.
I would like to see what it was for, that's all.
Right.
I mean, it says Elan Financial Services, account 6333. Well, all right, I don't know what that's for.
right.
Yeah.
That's all, so if it'd be nice.
So that's their account
Yeah,
number, and that, you know, I mean, when we do the financials, I can write out what each
what each one's for, that's all.
for, yeah.
You know, a word or two, just to make it
Yeah,
clear.
I don't think I can just do it separately. I don't think it's gonna come out like printed on here,
Oh, because up
unfortunately, you
in,
know?
under equipment, for me, it
Yep.
says laptop reimbursement. So, you,
Oh, under, yeah.
so
Yeah,
you
it
can,
does.
yeah, so on the Elan, instead of saying account 6333, you could say, for what? That's all.
Maybe you can talk to Linda.
I can
whether it
ask
could
Linda,
be
yeah, if
Yeah.
we can,
On this
That's all.
report.
if we can define what those are,
Yeah.
okay.
Good, thank you.
Yeah, and if it's easier for her to put in an amount or a specific reason, if it's a reimbursement to you versus using the
Right.
credit card, then it would
Right.
be good for us if you did that.
Okay.
All right.
And then, we do have a little one pager for this year's. I don't think any details are in, cause they haven't approved the budgets yet, and we don't know what we'll be
Yeah.
getting.
Yeah.
The only, there's
Last page.
one charge for supplies that's not on here, but I had to buy a couple things this year. I think normally we don't wanna really make any purchases unless they're necessary purchases, until we know what our budget's going to be.
Although we've always said because our money's,
Our money
our money,
comes from a different source, so.
although it hasn't come in yet either.
Right, well,
yeah,
that's what I
yeah,
think, we don't really
right.
know that total
Right.
yet. So there's, wages have come out and cable has come out. And then it was a $31 in supplies.
I think you have to continue operations. if you
Well,
see you
right,
can
I think if it's
stop.
as long as they're necessary purchases,
Yeah.
but I'm
Okay.
trying to keep it to a minimum until we know
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
kind of what we'll have.
Yeah, yeah. All right, anything else, Aisha, on fees?
Could I just ask if
Yeah.
if the budget committee had any comment on our proposed budget
No,
of 53,800?
no.
Okay, thank you.
No, I don't know. I don't know how to approach it, cause there's been a couple hearsay things here and there, but no one has actually
Stated.
come to me and said, we have some questions we'd like to ask you,
Okay.
so.
No, I'm on that committee, so I.
Well, I know you are, but
So,
if it's just
it
said
just-
at the table rather than,
Yeah,
Right.
just went through.
formally asked of us, so.
Okay.
But, yeah. Not much
If,
correspondence
yeah,
there,
if you
so.
haven't been asked, we assume we're okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we usually don't accept that, we just say we've discussed it, where we are. Any word on the Spectrum contract?
No word.
All right, that's easy.
Yeah, that's easy.
It's crazy, but easy. New camera system, up and running.
Yeah, it's here, it's live. A huge thank you to Evan,
Yeah.
and Lauren. Evan put it all together,
It's amazing.
one day. It took him quite a few hours, but, and we're not quite finished, so, we need to clean up the cables, we need to take this off the wall, so there are still some more tasks to do. But as he was doing that, he did get cables up off the floor,
Yeah.
which was really great.
Yeah.
And I did want to discuss with you, we have the ability to add 2 more microphones, so we could potentially put a microphone closer to the back, so if the room is crowded, sometimes it's hard to ask people to come up to this microphone when it's a packed room. So if we put like one of these, or even if we hung it
Yeah.
above,
Yeah.
just to pick up some of that sound, and then we could also put a microphone on this table for Kate or for Linda or whoever's taking minutes, so I think that
Sure.
we would, I'd have to count how many microphones we have, but we may need to purchase,
Another
if
one.
if we could do that, we may need to purchase another one.
Can
And
you-
the cables that go with it.
Can you control the mics so that if there's talking in the?
Yep. Yep, they can
Okay.
all be individually muted or even just turned down. So, yeah, I'm loving the equipment.
Yeah.
I was a little bit intimidated when I first sat at it, but it's actually really easy to use.
It is.
It really is user friendly.
That's great.
So, you can switch back and forth between cameras. You can do a split screen, which I kind of played with the other morning, because there was someone here and some were there. They were talking back and forth to each other, so you were able to just get those 2 people.
Did you figure out how you make the applause happen?
I know, I haven't played with the sound.
Yeah.
A canned applause?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like, oh, there she goes. So, yeah, there's like some of those audio filters, and there's also like transitions and stuff, which we probably wouldn't really use. But
And I'll tell you something else that I
Yeah.
just bought that I will give to you guys.
oh yeah,
Because now that we don't use that camera there,
yes,
which used to have a little red light on it,
yes,
so we know when we're on air, now we don't know that.
yes.
I just purchased a sign that says on air.
Oh,
So I'm thinking
I
the person
love
will
it.
flip, turn it on or off.
Okay. That's great. Yeah, and then we would like to purchase a long HDMI cable because that will help us connect directly to the television. So if people
Mm.
are in Zoom, we'll be
good
directly
business.
connected through
Good
that.
point,
And
yeah.
then a splitter so that they can have their laptop for Zoom calls right on the desks. Because
Yeah.
otherwise they're going back
Yeah.
and forth.
Yeah, oh, that's fine.
So when you're saying Zoom calls,
Yeah.
that's when a member of a board
A
is
board
missing,
member,
but
yes.
they're allowed to, with the board's approval,
Yes,
to be part of that discussion
That's right.
correct.
remotely.
Yes.
Right.
And
Yep.
that's all controlled and it's live, right?
Yes.
That's right.
Okay,
That happened here 2 nights ago.
Yeah, just 2 nights
yeah.
ago. Yeah.
Yep.
okay.
And we didn't have that HDMI, so I don't know. I mean, yes, this camera points to the
Yes.
TV, so that's fine too.
Right,
but
right.
it might just make things a little
Yeah,
Sure.
more
sure,
streamlined.
sure. That's fine.
So the person on Zoom is on the TV,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but the camera's picking up the TV
Yeah.
Yes.
and recording it as part of the,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And feel free to butt in, Lauren, if you have more to say about it. But if we're connected directly to the TV, then we could have it right up
Right.
on the monitor. So,
Yep.
So everything's controlled by the keyboard and a mouse, by the operator?
Oh, you-
it's a joystick.
It's a joystick?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a joystick, and
Go look
then
over
there's
there.
other
Yeah.
controls and
I'll
dials.
go,
you
after
know,
the meeting,
for
I'll go
that.
peek at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, me
Just
too.
curious.
and I like it that he was able to get everything on that small table.
I know.
'Cause
It
I had that
really
great
worked
big
out
table
well.
there.
I was
Yeah.
gonna ask about that, if that was sufficient.
Yeah. So I think it is.
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah,
I
because
can
I
even-
started with one of those big tables.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
He got it all fit.
That's
Wow, that's an
amazing.
amazing bunch
Yeah.
of tables.
It
for
is.
that
Well,
big
and
table.
that we still we need to hide those, clean them up a little bit. So we're not completely set up. I mean, we're not finished,
Yeah.
making it pretty, I guess. but it's live. It's working really well.
Yes.
It's
I'm so happy
working
to hear
great
it's
for
used in front of me.
streaming.
Yeah.
So
And did you say there's something you're not using that you're gonna have to send back? You want to send back?
and I will ask you about that
Okay.
after the meeting
All right, that's fine.
because I can't remember. I think it's the PoE. Is that the
Power over Ethernet.
No. Never mind. I'm getting all my acronyms mixed up. It's in the box there.
Okay.
Oh, the box.
So we can probably return that
All right,
item.
well, I'll look. We'll talk.
Okay. And then we were having the other camera here just for backup, just in case, for a little bit. But I don't think we need it.
No, I
I
don't.
haven't seen. It doesn't seem that we need
No.
to have a backup.
So would it be possible now to make that camera our backup camera, and the backup camera we could sell back to, like we did the other one?
We could sell it back, or we could hang on to it. There's been a couple times where it's been kind of nice to have 2 cameras. We also thought about if we are doing town meeting and stuff, does it make sense to have 2 cameras?
Oh,
So
that's right.
you've
We do
got
have
an
the-
audience view
We
and
do have a video switcher, don't we? So you can have 2 cameras and switch back and forth.
well, yeah. I'm not entirely sure how it would work, but
You need a video switcher.
right.
And don't we have one of those that we're not using now?
I don't think so.
No, well then
No.
2 cameras not gonna do us any good.
Yeah, right. But anyway, just having a backup to the backup. I don't know.
Okay,
I
that's
don't
fine.
know. I mean, I can see.
I would keep them.
Yeah, let's
I
hold
Yeah.
on
recommend
to it
keeping
for
them.
now. And
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Because
fine.
you might have school board and something else somewhere else, so you.
That has happened a couple times where
Yeah.
we've had,
I agreed to have a backup to the backup.
yeah, where we have had 2 meetings at once before.
Away from the town hall.
So,
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
And you got Old Home Week
right.
and things
And
like
if we
that.
sell the old one, we can't take any equipment from here. There won't be a camera here to take
Right.
to another,
Right.
so.
That's fine.
Yeah, okay, I think that's it on that.
Okay. Lauren, how are you feeling? You said you haven't used this much. Is this your first meeting with it?
Well, technically my second, but I was training Theo on it last time.
Okay,
So.
okay.
Oh, wow.
Good, good. Office sign, I see that it's up down
It's
at
up.
the
A huge
lower
thank you
garage.
to Ron. Ron's
Thank
hung
you.
it, so I really appreciate that. It looks good.
problem.
I think it's visible enough from the road.
Yeah.
And,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it. It was just this week that I was like, oh, it is up.
yeah.
Great, great, thank you.
And we owe him one drill bit.
No. It's metal siding with a metal backrest, so,
Yeah,
yeah, the drill bit made it through
hit the dust.
5 out of 6 holes, and the 6th hole not so much.
Yeah.
But that's fine. It's-
Okay, good. Any word on DPW doing anything in terms of filling that hole or?
No. I don't know if I should just try to catch them sometime or if I should come before the selectmen again. I don't know. There hasn't been any.
Josh had left the meeting where we talked
know.
about it, so I wonder if anybody's even talked to him.
Yeah.
That's another.
So it seems like we should maybe start with Josh and say,
Okay.
have you gotten word from the select board that we discussed this? And
Mhm.
they said they'd pass it on. Are you
Okay.
okay to do that? And if it doesn't produce results, then I think we go back to the select board and
Okay.
say, you know.
All right.
I mean, not, you know, if
I'll-
you were emailing him or something to CC,
I will,
you know, somebody on the board, Joy, or,
I'll talk to you about this after the meeting.
okay,
Do we?
to
Okay.
help make contact?
Just after the meeting.
Okay, okay. All right, so, still working on it. Not yet. All right, managers report. Anything else? New staff? Not so new staff?
It's been busy. We've been busy. There's been, some extra meetings, but also the meetings have just been really long.
Yeah.
We've had both, school board, budget, the CIC, all been for over 4 hours, so,
Each meeting over 4 hours?
not each one, but like lately, yes.
Yeah,
Of
pushing
quite a
right
few
up.
of them have
Wow.
been over 4 hours.
Well, it is budget season.
And it is so it makes sense, so it's budget
Right.
season,
Yeah,
but
getting
it's been
ready for
busy.
town meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we've just been, I don't know, working a lot. And those big meetings take extra work, cause we have to split them up. So there's more time editing.
Split them up to get them online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's more time editing with those longer meetings, so there's just more work in general, and then the new equipment and training on that. I brought everyone over to the gym last week for a training on the sound system for the town meetings and the deliberative sessions that are coming up. So everyone's up to speed. I mean, both Evan and Lauren kind of already know this stuff, so it was like the setup was a breeze for them. Theo's still learning. I think he's going to be learning on all this new equipment for a little while. But we we also like tested the equipment by doing like a dry run of the setup just to make sure.
Good.
We have the ability to have 12 microphones over there at the school, which is helpful when you have like the whole budget committee, and now we have 5 selectmen sitting there, and we have the moderator. We only own 8. Well, technically we own 9 because of this one handheld microphone. So I'd like to purchase a couple, but I also kind of want to wait just because I don't know how much money we're going to get in franchise fees. Right now I'm going to borrow one from the school and borrow one from the town hall so that we can have all the microphones available.
And that'll be 10?
So that will be, so then we have the 2 lavaliers, so the little
Okay, yeah,
microphones
yeah.
there, so it would make up for the 12
Oh, good, okay.
microphones. But, yes,
I was just gonna say, it's rare, like, once a year.
right,
So to purchase them when you can borrow them for the once a year event,
yeah,
it probably, I would suggest it doesn't make a lot of sense. If they're, unless you're moving to new technology.
okay.
But that would
Yeah.
be my opinion.
Well, we do, I mean, we use it this time of year only once, but we do have I think we have it for 4 meetings, cause we have
The school deliberative,
the school
budget
deliberative, the budget deliberative, the VDOE annual meeting, and then the
Oh, and the
town
annual
annual meeting. But I see what you're saying, if we can borrow it,
One or two,
We might
I
as
mean, you're
well.
only borrowing 2, and that's not
Right.
gonna be a big deal.
Yeah.
And you might not need those 2 for all the meetings. I mean,
right,
because school deliberative doesn't have a budget committee too.
right,
You might have some extra people beyond the school board, but not probably as many,
yeah, so,
just my thought.
no, I think that's
Yeah,
hold on,
yeah, it
yeah.
seems reasonable.
Yeah.
You talked about getting maybe another mic or 2 for here, could those be used at the gym? Or those-
No,
Okay.
these, we tried that one year and they
And they
just,
didn't
it's
have
all
enough.
feedback,
Lots of
because
Yeah,
they're
feedback.
too
too,
much.
there's just too much,
Okay, doesn't work.
they're too hot, I guess.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see, this does take, different kind of SD cards than the camera did. Luckily, we had a couple from when we tried out that Sony camera. But I do need to purchase a couple more, cause 2 is not enough for all the meetings. But the nice thing about these cards is they hold hours of footage, so the older ones, we were having to switch out if the meeting was over 4 hours, and
Yeah.
these, we don't have to do that, so. Let's see, some other tasks, I have had, Lauren create some, preview scenes for when we're streaming. So before, we used to kind of have the meeting muted and then we would unmute it. But I found that people were getting confused because they were thinking that they couldn't hear.
Mhm.
So I had her make a scene that says this meeting is about to begin, or, something along those lines. And then we also, so now the videographers, when the meeting starts, they just switch it right to the camera.
Mm.
So I think it kind of clears up confusion for viewers at
Sure,
home as to
sure,
what is
yeah.
going on in this meeting.
I saw it and it looked good.
Oh, good,
It was-
yeah.
It looked really good.
Um,
It was so clear.
We also created one for non-public, so if a meeting is in non-public, people just from home know that the meeting has an end, because we used to just stop
Very good,
streaming.
that's a good
Right.
idea.
Mhm.
So I think those have been helpful. I also had Lauren clean up our YouTube channel because it was a mess there were a lot of times the streaming would stop, and so you'd get this little partial clip of a meeting. So she went through and kind of cleaned that up,
Okay.
I think, and there was meetings back there from 2021, so I kept the last 2 years of meetings. I think
Makes sense.
that's enough, and if anyone needs an older meeting than that, they can request it to be reloaded. So it'll be an ongoing task, but it was a big job to clean it up all at once, but
Question, please.
yes.
How far back do you keep meeting videos?
We archive everything, so
Everything.
from when did we start filming? 2005?
2005.
We have everything.
So you have 20 years plus.
Yeah,
Wow.
Do.
and,
Legally, we don't need that much.
No, I know.
okay.
Legally,
Legally what?
7 years.
Okay. I didn't know that, so. But yeah, it's just kind of in our process to back up the meetings onto a hard drive, and then we archive that hard drive, so.
So someone sitting at home, how far back can they go on their computer?
on the town website, they can only go back 6 months.
6
But
months.
YouTube, I kept it at 2 years, so they can go back 2 years,
go back 2
on
years.
if they're looking
Okay.
at YouTube.
Alright.
Anything further than that, all they have to do is send an email request
Mhm.
to Madison TV Online, and I can upload an older meeting. So if they need to go further back than
Great, thank you.
that, yeah.
And if it's something prior to YouTube, you upload it to the town website. I know we've talked about making
Well, you
people
could
a
put it-
CD, but a lot of people
You
don't
could
have
put
a way
any-
to,
You could put
or
anything,
DVD.
you could put anything old back up on YouTube.
Yeah,
Even if it wasn't originally
Right,
on YouTube?
right,
Oh, okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Can upload it, yeah.
Cause we
Yeah.
used to ask people to pay for us to make a DVD
DVD,
for
right.
it, but
right,
now
yeah.
we don't need to do that.
No. Which is, I don't know, it was revenue, so it's too bad that we don't do
But
that
it wasn't
anymore,
much,
but-
right?
But it
was-
wasn't much, yeah.
yeah.
Let's see, what else? I did make an announcement on Channel 3. It's just kind of like a 30-second video, and it says, if you're watching this, please send an email. That's been running since like the second week in December. No emails.
Yeah.
So, and it runs a couple times a day.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Hmm,
I don't know.
good thought.
It, you know, just because it's out there doesn't, and someone sees it doesn't mean they're necessarily going
Right,
to do it.
right.
But, I mean, I kind of still planned on asking at town meeting, you know, if George could make an announcement, if we could make an announcement, if anyone's using the channel, but I guess that's a bigger discussion is what do we do with that information?
Yeah, if, you know, based on you having sent us that
Yeah,
connection to our agreement with Spectrum that we
Right.
have to provide it. Which makes sense, people have to pay that, I don't know what it is now, $4 a month or $3 a month fee, connection fee, which is where we get our money.
Right. yeah,
It
and
seems like we need to have it there.
I have a suggestion.
yeah,
Maybe think about a small 2 or 3 question survey at the town meeting and have Theo go around to the folks that are there and have them give him their thoughts if they would. I mean, it would be something that he could do,
mhm.
and they get to see our active
Yeah,
student
right.
intern. I don't know,
Yeah.
or just have 100 little, you know, quarter-page things with the questions and
Right.
have him go and collect them, or
Yeah.
just get him involved in that, and maybe,
I like that idea.
Yeah, to do it between 8 and 9 or, you know, before the
or
meeting starts,
if
not to.
something's balloted
Right,
and people are
right.
just standing around talking.
Yeah.
Right, which does
Yeah.
I
happen,
mean,
yeah.
it'd be a good way to just get some casual feedback, so
Or you could,
do you
could-
watch and just.
you could hand those out as people walked in.
You can do that too.
And then have
Have
George
Theo-
make an announcement saying, Theo's gonna
Theo's
walk
gonna
around.
walk around and collect them."
these, please fill them out
There
so.
you go.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I like that idea,
Okay.
yeah.
He could do that at the VDOE annual meeting as well.
Sure, might as well,
Could do it
because
at
we'll
the
probably get a
deliberatives,
different crowd.
because maybe not as many people come to the deliberative, but
Yeah,
why not collect? And if someone says, "Oh, I've already given you my feedback," then fine. you
yeah,
know? But it might be different people.
right,
So.
Kristen, are you aware?
yeah.
Do you have Spectrum cable TV? If not, then, you know, their answers don't matter.
Mhm.
Right,
I mean, that is their answer. But,
Right.
you know,
Right.
So, are you aware of what's on Channel 3, and do you
Yeah.
watch how often?
Do you watch YouTube or do you watch Channel 3?
Yeah,
And I could tell you now what the answers are gonna be, but it's.
Mhm.
Well, that's all right, if we have it.
Yeah.
Right,
If we
but
have
then
it
we'll
now.
have those statistics, yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, I have kind of read and reread our prior contract. I don't see in there where it says we have to maintain a broadcast channel.
Oh, we don't, no, I know that for
Oh,
a
we
fact.
But in the
have
new
to.
contract, It does, and I don't know if we can speak to the attorney about taking that out, to give us the freedom.
Well, it says they have to supply it. Doesn't say we have to use it.
But I think that's not what you're saying. You're saying.
I may have read it wrong, I mean, I'm not, the legal jargon gets a little bit confusing, but, so maybe I read it wrong, but I thought that it pointed out that we needed to,
Yeah, you sent us that connection to,
so it's just something, I don't know,
They
it's
cited,
just something to
that's
look
what that
into, it was,
maybe I'm lying.
and maybe I did read it wrong, that's entirely possible.
Let's come back to that, if we, well, maybe if you can find it quickly. I can also look.
No, I think you're right. I think I read it wrong, because it's just making sure that the town provides a cable service. That doesn't mean a channel.
That's
No.
right.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, so if we don't have to broadcast to Channel 3,
Big. That would be
then we should probably have that discussion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that also brings up the discussion of the Telview.
big. Absolutely,
Right.
Right, and the cost, yeah.
yep,
Right.
absolutely.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess part one is getting that information from the town,
Yep.
Okay.
and then we can revisit.
Mhm.
What do we do with that information?
So survey at annual meeting, meetings,
Could
upcoming
we-
meetings.
Could we put it into Survey Monkey too, so that if somebody didn't attend the meeting but was watching,
Yep.
they could respond electronically?
Yep.
And anybody else who just happens to hear about it, and you could do your 30-second announcement.
Put that link on the town website.
Uh-huh,
Mhm.
Mhm.
uh-huh.
Yeah, great.
And then yeah, I think just my last little update is I have tried to make our town website a little bit easier to find videos from. So I don't know if you've been to it, our section of it, but it looks better. I created 2 big buttons. It says watch live and watch pre-recorded. So hopefully it's easier for people to find that button, because before it was just all this
Yeah.
Yeah. text.
Yeah.
It was really, I was even confused. I had to think about, okay, which one am I clicking on to what?
Me too,
So,
yeah.
so I've just tried to update our page to make it a little bit easier for everybody. And I think that's it for my report, but happy to answer questions.
Sounds like you're doing lots, getting lots done, really on top of things, thank you.
Yes, thank
Thank
you and
you.
your team for your hard work.
Thanks, yeah.
It's very helpful to the citizens of Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
I think so too.
Yeah. All right, the Telview timeline, there was some things we wanted to look at this winter, spring, and based on my availability coming and going, I think it's gonna be May before we meet again, unless you meet without me. What's the date of town meeting?
March.
I think it's the
Up there.
3rd Saturday in March.
Is it the 3rd, so the 15th?
That sounds right.
Is it on
I'd
there?
have to look it up. but
Or
it
is this
sounds
just a
right.
calendar for this meet? March 14th, right?
March 14th, yes, 14th, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will be flying through the air to New Delhi that day, so
Oh.
I won't
Nice.
be here.
It sounds exciting.
Yeah, it is. I leave New York City late Wednesday night, and so yeah, then I'm not back until May. I'm not in India that whole time, just about 3 weeks there, and then other traveling in the U.S. So that's, you know, I wanna look at things, cause there was something we said we need to decide before June of, because of the bulletin board is changing.
Yeah, you know, but I don't know if we hold off on all of that until we know if we're gonna continue with
Okay.
Telview.
So,
It's, I think just the support is
The support,
stopping.
yeah.
But doesn't mean that we can have to stop using it.
Right.
It's just support stops for it.
Okay.
They'll no longer support it if you have a problem. But we have few problems with Telview, really.
Yeah.
I think, you know,
Yeah, with that portion of it too,
Right.
the info view.
have you been introduced to the new Telview person that Charlie?
No, not
No.
yet, but I can
Okay.
reach out to them.
Yeah. You know, when you get through your, you know, whenever you have a lull or whatever.
Yeah,
But
I know, I'm
might be good
kinda
to
waiting for a
start a
lull here.
connection.
Yeah.
Right. Whenever you get a lull, whenever
Right,
that ever
right.
happens, I
Yeah,
don't know.
I think after the town meetings,
Yeah,
we
after
will.
town meeting, yeah.
and other things on the timeline, were in December, January, new
Oh.
camera system installed.
Yep, done, and it's just that other work.
DPW, you know, that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah,
We'll wait on the Telview and the viewership survey, we're just made a plan for that.
yep,
And, the next spot is the May 26th and the DPW work and the
Yeah.
new cable contract, which
Hmm.
which is out of our hands. And then the other June
Closed
item is closed captioning, but if we're gonna drop Channel 3, we won't need that.
Can we do closed captioning with YouTube?
I think it already has it.
Okay.
I think the viewer has to turn it on,
Okay.
yeah. The nice thing about the Telview's closed captioning is you can actually search for a word or a
Oh.
phrase or something, so if you're
Or
looking.
a person.
Yeah, or if
possibly.
if you're looking through a 4-hour meeting and you're like, I just wanna get to the part of the meeting where they discuss this.
Mm.
Mhm.
So that was pretty fancy,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
fancy comes with a price tag.
Right, and more hours, you know, more
Yeah.
time
Yeah,
too, so.
more time initially for us,
training.
because you do have to like set it up.
Yeah.
But then once those parameters are in, I think it kind of runs itself.
Once the closed captioning is done, it's there,
Yeah.
so.
Good. Okay,
So I don't think you have to me, it doesn't look like there's any,
no, nothing more we
immediate
need to
need.
do on.
No, it's more like just follow up like we
Yeah.
spoke about with the.
yeah.
Do we have a list of questions for the attorney at all, or do we want to put together something and then maybe reach out to a select person and say, could you bring this to the attorney?
I don't know, we gave input back.
Yeah, I think we're just
We're
waiting
just
for
waiting.
them to come back to us.
Okay,
Uh,
it just takes a while.
yes. Taking much
It's
longer than
taking-
it should.
a
But
long-
Spectrum is known for not helping
Mm.
negotiations and those kind of things. So,
We're not
Okay.
a big fish either.
no.
No.
Yeah, right. Okay.
All right, upcoming town meetings, you've talked a lot about, you know, prep for that.
Yeah, feeling pretty good about those.
It's great that you've done training there and done
Yeah.
a dry run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's all gonna go smoothly.
Good.
Good.
The 2025 annual report, let's go through that pretty closely, and I did print out copies, but I just, this was passed along, dear Hope, Doug, and Ron, thank you so much, Noreen should have been there too, for the delicious treats. Wishing you all the best in your efforts to provide the Madison community with ongoing public service information. I truly enjoyed the past 11 years of being involved with the endeavor. thank you for that opportunity, from Carol Dodenau.
Stand up.
Dandenau, thank you, who was a videographer for 11 years. And I had a very nice visit with her. It was great. I delivered things to her house, which I hadn't been to. Lovely spot overlooking Cook's Pond, and sat and chatted and had a cup of tea. And yeah, so that was nice. Haven't heard from anybody else, but I assume the food was received. Lauren, I hope you're not gluten-free eaters, or that's
No.
always my, okay, good. Always my worry, my
Yeah.
worry when I give baked goods to people.
I think I only texted you that buckle was so
Oh, yes.
good. Oh my goodness. That was gone right away. Everyone in the family liked it.
It was swallowed. Good.
But
Okay.
yes, thank you for taking care of us.
You're welcome, you're welcome, and you all owe me $15
I was
and
gonna
some
say, what-
cents or
what-
I
whatever.
was gonna say, yeah, what is, yeah.
Sure,
Forget
sure.
exactly. But I
Yeah.
put a note here. No, I didn't. Well,
Don't change, just take it.
All right, thank
Yeah,
you.
I was gonna
No
do
change.
It was-
exactly the same thing.
So if you want a printed copy in front of you, this is the latest from last night
Thank you. I don't think I had this third copy yet.
of the draft of the annual report for the town, big town report. Thank you. Thank you. It's just for, I could have gotten more Lindt chocolates. Thank you. All right.
Got that on camera too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
that's
it's
right.
not under the table.
No. So that's for.
That would have been funny.
Yeah, there you go.
Baking I did, and things I bought for gifts for the videographers for
Absolutely.
end
That's
of the
what it's
year.
for.
Holidays,
We
yeah,
all
that's what it's
contributed.
for. Okay, so however you wanna look at this, and Noreen, you can't see this in Asia, but Doug is streaming YouTube right here, so I can see,
Oh.
you know, I catch glimpses.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
It's like it's being very well
It's a little
covered
bit-
here.
It's a little bit behind, but.
Yes.
There
Yeah.
is a lag,
Oh,
yeah.
there's a little bit of a
Yeah.
lag.
You need to put.
Oh,
no,
11
no,
years, yeah,
11 years,
yeah,
yeah.
that's, yeah,
Yeah.
that was one of the things to fill in. I did change to, I originally had said Margaret Merrill planned to move out of town, but now that I know she has, I just changed it to, resign when she moved out of town.
Mm.
So she is gone.
The second paragraph, third line down after the bolded parentheses, and live streamed or anytime on YouTube.
Oh.
So
Should
we
be
could take one of those
on.
out.
On YouTube is?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Talked about you and who's left, and I did say a change from your suggestion, Noreen. I did leave it left
Oh, it's okay.
voluntarily for other pursuits, just because, you know, I felt particularly with Carol, it wasn't like she was, you know, going to a different job or expanding other
I know,
jobs
but,
the way
but
the
you,
others.
but it, then you would've had to put retirement and,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
I just thought, you know, it just, that it was, everybody left on their own.
Yeah, yes, so
For
the-
their
Yeah.
own reasons.
putting the word voluntarily in,
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, the changing the line about Theo, I like that, you know, he's,
Yeah, I don't
Nice.
think we had to say, you know,
yeah,
he'll
the
get
word
there.
eventually
Yeah.
felt
Right.
a little,
The experience is what we're giving him, because I imagine, you know, when he goes to college, if he's doing that, we won't have him then, so it's
Right.
a short,
Right,
it's a short
right.
term. Hopefully, he's looking for someone to, later on in the year, if it's maybe a junior or someone who
Yeah.
might be
Yeah,
interested in
yeah.
coming on board. I had a suggestion on, purchase of a new 3-camera system.
yeah,
To suggest that the funds coming from the expendable trust fund in there,
Oh, good
as opposed
point.
to the budget.
Okay.
Mm.
Right.
I don't think we have to put the amount, but just to state
Yes.
that they came from that.
That's a good point.
right, that fund that's been building for years,
Yeah.
I don't know, No, they weren't technically installed until this year,
Well,
so I don't know if we take it out.
I had put just this past January was how I
Okay.
wrote it
And-
to Hope, but I don't know
And
how.
I meant to put in the meeting room in January, in parentheses, 2026.
Okay.
And are in
Yeah,
full operation,
okay,
so it
so
does
do
say
that.
that, as
That's all you
opposed to,
need to do.
yeah. Office space. I wondered if we wanted to say anything more about Telview in terms of what it is. Is there a sentence we could,
Too much detail.
even to say they support our, I don't know, who is Telview?
Well, we've had it in previous
Previous.
town reports.
Okay.
That's true, yeah.
You could just say Telview, or, I mean, whatever you wanna call it, our broadcast software.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines, maybe Warren has a suggestion. But I would maybe just say something like that, our broadcast software
If that seems okay, you should.
provider,
just-
broadcast software
Channel,
provider.
Channel 3's provider, yeah.
Well, Spectrum provides Channel 3,
Right,
but we
right.
have to have broadcast software in order to take advantage of it,
Right.
Okay.
so. Broadcast software provider.
Well, it's more than software.
Or could we just say broadcast provider, or?
Oh, yeah, it is
no?
equipment. Yeah, broadcast.
I don't know.
Okay, maybe it's not, there isn't a real simple, we
If
can
somebody
leave
has a
it.
question, they can ask.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
You know,
I'm just gonna
but
look real quick, I wonder.
it's been pretty integral to our being able to broadcast across Channel 3, so that's why.
Yeah,
Telview
Pardon?
Broadcast Technology, I don't know.
our broadcast.
I'll choose something.
Support provider? All right, if you come up with something else. And then we get into the annual budget. First, I wanted people to check my math on this 17%, because finding percentages, I always do by lots of try this percent, try this percent, try this percent.
Till you find one you like.
Till I found one. And that's why I came up with 17.1. But that question of the fact that we used $3,000 less this year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So-
That's gonna change
has
that
an impact.
percentage.
The
Yeah.
town approved us to use $8,367 of taxpayer money for our budget. We only used, of that, we only used 5,374.
Yep.
So
So,
who's our numbers person on the board here?
So who calculated the number last year that we needed to get from the town?
They
It
did.
came,
They did.
it came, so our check for the
Yeah.
franchise fees came in like that day or the
Before.
the day before.
Yeah, but
So we
But-
didn't know until that day, so
Right.
when they had that check in their hands, they just said,
Oh.
this is the difference to make up for the budget.
all
that
right, so we
the-
put a budget number in.
We put a budget together,
assuming- all right,
and
all
the
right.
select board,
and the select board came forward and
And-
said, this
and
is the
covered-
amount
And
that
they cover the difference.
that the franchise
and
fees
you
are not
said
covering.
it came in the day before town meeting, or the day before the report was printed?
No, it was like at town meeting, because it was done
Okay.
right there on the floor.
Okay,
I remember that.
so it was the day before town meeting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if I take the 5,374 and divide it by the 45,000, which is what we spent, I come out with 11.7%. So
Okay.
12%.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Although, Ron, I remember you raising this at another meeting of, should it be some of their money and some of ours? Should we say, well, then we didn't, does that make any sense?
Yes, it does. I don't recall the exact conversation, but we provide a phenomenal service to the town at a minimal cost. So, what is the actual number that is proposed for this year coming out of the taxpayers' pockets?
We
have a
don't know
number?
yet.
We don't know that yet.
We don't know yet.
We don't know
Because we
yet.
haven't received the check.
Because we will create a budget amount,
Right.
and then very close to the town meeting, we'll get a check in. We don't know what that check's going to
Okay,
in.
so we won't really know until.
And then the town made up the difference.
Yeah,
What,
right.
Now,
what
if
is,
it's the other direction, in other words, we get more in the check than is in our budget,
Then
then
it's-
that
That
money
we
goes
spend.
into our, that overage goes into our
Expendable trust fund.
ETF.
But in the
Yeah.
past, if I recall the discussion, some of that money we have given back.
no,
No.
no,
No,
we've always
we've
put it
always
into the
kept-
It's always
expendable
in the
trust.
fund.
I mean,
Yeah.
it seems to be maybe 1 year or
We
something
thought
way
about it,
back.
we talked about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
you
we
talked
didn't.
about it,
One
but
year, but we kept it in the
you kept it in the
expendable
expendable
trust
trust,
fund.
which makes sense.
Because we know that at some point in time, we need to spend a lot of money on hardware
Hardware
equipment.
and software.
So we need to
yeah.
build up that fund.
Exactly.
So,
Right.
yeah.
And also, I think it was the next year that it was very close. I mean, we didn't get to put anything, so then we got cautious about giving back.
I mean, the nice thing is, our services is essentially not costing the town anything. Because we're getting all of our funds from Spectrum.
So the budget we have submitted for next year is 53,800. You know, this year we got from Charter 40,400, well, no, in 2025, based on 2024
For
usage.
yeah.
You know, it's been dropping every year, so,
Yeah.
you know, at most, it might be 40,000, but probably less. So it means that this year, hopefully, the town general fund will cover, 14,000 plus difference.
Yeah.
But that's this year. The question now is what do we do?
Well, I think in 2025, you can say 12% of our budget was paid by the town
Right.
general fund,
Okay.
because that's what it worked out to be,
Mhm.
based on what we spent and where we came in at the end of the year, the 45,806.
I'm good with that. All right, and then the last paragraph, Noreen, you'd added a sentence about encouraging viewership. We
Yeah.
already had this last paragraph that talked about that, so I kinda combined
No, that
the
was,
two.
you did
Does
fine on that.
Does that seem
I'm-
okay
I'm-
with the?
that's perfect.
Okay.
That was perfect.
Okay.
You blended it in well.
All right. And referring to Linda as the way to get to us,
Yeah,
just in
mhm.
terms of.
Right.
I don't wanna get too wordy, but I didn't know if we should have maybe a last paragraph that just says, we're really committed to providing the best video record and in the most accessible way to the town of Madison, because we have been discussing, new equipment and how can we make
Right.
this better and that better, and to say that, we're always exploring ways to make
Yeah,
the video better.
that's a good idea.
And-
Um,
I think put it up front, after the
Yeah,
first
I-
paragraph.
I feel like it could fit in a couple different spots, and that's
Okay.
why I just brought it before you guys,
It's
because
sort
I
of-
couldn't figure out
It's
where
sort
to
of
put it.
almost like our mission statement.
I
Yeah,
was just gonna say the same
Yeah.
thing. It's a mission statement, which
Yeah.
I don't think you can under-publicize that,
yeah,
Mhm.
because that's what we're all about.
right.
Yeah.
So I think putting that in is a great idea. Just keep it a couple, 3 sentences long, but that's why we're doing what we're doing, because we provide a phenomenal transparency to all the citizens of the town.
Yeah.
Whether you're here or whether you're on the other side of the globe, you have access
That's right.
to what goes on in the town of Madison.
And I feel like, I know for myself, and I think for our other staff, we really try to get the best quality that we can, and
Sure.
Yeah.
and then as board members, you're researching, okay, what's the newest, latest
Yeah.
technology that is also affordable. So I don't know if we just kind of blend it into this first sentence.
No, I would, I like it at the end, because it's what you leave the people with. Putting it in front is, yeah, okay, that's what it, but at the end, that's the last thing they read, that's what they'll remember.
If they read the whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, yeah. You can put it it needs to be either in the front or the back, not in the middle, for
Right.
sure.
Right.
Right.
Because you want to grab their attention initially in the beginning.
Right.
So I'm kind of in favor of putting it in the beginning because that should be on any report we provide to the public. In my opinion, that bullet statement should be there because it just keeps emphasizing what we're doing and why we're doing it. And you're right, if they see 2 or 3 pages, they may not even get to the end, but they surely will start at the beginning.
Well, yeah, true, and it will, and then this is just always in the record. We'll always have
It's always
that,
in the record,
so
right.
I think it is important to put in there.
The main thing is, it needs to be in there.
Yeah.
Where is second,
Yeah.
second fiddle, but it definitely needs to be in there.
And I think the transition right to the first paragraph that you have there will be perfect. I mean, just as is, the transition to that paragraph. If you put what,
Yeah,
Works to
if you
provide
put
the
what
best
Asia has just
possible
stated,
access.
right, and then it transitions beautifully to that paragraph, that first paragraph.
In the first part?
Yeah.
In
so
what's already written, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good transition.
Start
And we
with
say-
a new sentence or two.
Yeah,
And
yeah, and
then go into.
and then the board supports, and so that's,
yeah,
yeah.
Mhm,
right.
mhm.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Do you want to write a sentence or two and send it to me, or want me to write something and send it to you? I mean, we
Look
we
back
need
at
to
your
do it in the
video,
next
'cause you
couple of.
said it beautifully.
I know. What did
You
I
said
say,
it beautifully.
So an hour,
Just go back and look at
yeah,
it.
like 55 minutes into the video.
Okay, I'll look back and
Okay.
try to type it up. And
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said it beautifully.
The only thing is, this report's due today, so I'm like,
Well,
but I think
Yeah,
we have
know
a
it's
little.
due today, but
leeway.
because the town office is closed tomorrow,
Yeah.
technically she has said it's due at the end of the month.
Okay.
I think if we, email it to Linda over the weekend and she has it Monday morning.
Yeah.
She's
Yes.
not gonna
Okay.
work with
Okay.
it today.
Because you also asked me to provide that other
Yeah.
piece of information about how many meetings per
Right.
Or just
committee.
about the fact that there was an increase.
Well,
You could
that I
say a
think might go
percent
here, but
increase, yeah.
on the statistic chart, there's a
Oh.
blank column on the left. It
Okay.
says number of meetings at the top, but it's not filled
Oh,
in,
I
of how
see.
many selectmen meeting, how many,
Oh.
for each of
Wow.
them. It seems to me we did put it in last year's report in our statistics, but anyways, if you can come up with that.
Okay.
Yeah, you had that up, Doug, can you pull it up?
Yeah, where was?
So that change, and then the other thing is just making this all fit. I tried dragging that
Yeah.
statistic page
Mhm.
onto this. I ended up with 398 pages of all this
Oh, stuff.
gobbledygook and.
Oh, no.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
Fortunately, I'd saved it before I did that, so.
Oh,
I just-
goodness.
Okay,
Good.
I don't need to sit there, delete all the way through.
I think I can do that.
Okay.
Hope.
There you go.
Get it all in a.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
PDF.
yeah, and I just wanted to look at last year, yeah. And it was, yeah, 'cause here on last year's report, it is filled in,
Oh.
50 meetings of the village district of Idlewild.
Oh, that's my
Right.
mistake then. I missed that column.
Yeah.
Sorry
So
about
it's
that.
167.
Also, I did make the new. Did a little asterisk next to the new committees.
New committees.
That was
Does
good.
that-
Yeah.
Is that wording okay? New commit,
Yes.
or should I say new meetings filmed?
I think new committees.
it's
that-
fine,
yeah,
okay.
makes sense,
New committee,
And do we want to include in this narrative that there has been significant increase in the number of meetings and the
Yeah.
time
Oh,
spent
yeah, I
recording?
Yeah,
do.
that's
I
good,
do.
good,
Yeah,
good
yeah.
question,
I
good
do.
statement to put
Those
in.
numbers have gone up so much.
I added it up the other day. I want to say it was like a 24% increase.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Good.
That's a lot.
In it, that's in the meeting hours. Like that's
Yeah.
the amount of filming. But I'll check.
Since 23?
No, since last year.
Since last year. Okay.
But I'll check. I'll make sure I have that number correct and then
Okay.
send it to you.
So this year. Well, yeah, 2025, the year of this report, yeah.
Right.
That's significant. You
Yes.
know, that's why
Yeah.
our costs are, our budget goes up, because it's a lot of time,
Yep.
Right.
yeah. And, you know,
And if we.
and we've increased the availability, the access to all this through YouTube.
Mhm.
It's a big difference. Yeah, I haven't had Spectrum since last April or something, you know,
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
looking at Channel 3 yet. I'm too busy to watch TV.
Well, you know, and this, I think this is why it's so important that we can get an answer about the percentage increase, cause that's just gonna,
Right.
you know, cover more of our budget. And we're gonna have to ask for less from the town,
Yeah.
so it's,
So for 12% of what they contributed, we produced 24 more percent of coverage.
Coverage.
Right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And I don't see that number going down
No.
in the near
No.
future.
I don't think so.
Not with 5 selectmen and.
Yeah.
And-
With
yeah.
with 5 selectmen and a number of serious issues to deal with,
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
you know,
Right.
that's gonna, if anything, is gonna increase next year.
yeah.
This year, I should say, 2026.
I mean, you know, it's been a lot of work for any board members and committee members too, cause these are just the numbers that we're filming. Think about
Mhm.
all the hours they spend
They're
in
prep.
non-public, you know,
Right.
cause we don't film that part,
Yeah,
but. So,
okay, I'll get back to that later today, I've got, well, and probably more tomorrow, actually, given the rest of
And-
today, but
and then I can put it all together in a
good,
PDF,
good.
and then you and I can just discuss if
Look at
it looks,
again. Yeah,
looks good,
Um,
and then when I get your okay, we'll
send it to
Merge
us.
it.
send it
Good,
along.
good. Yeah, it's gonna be tight, fitting it all in, we can maybe go to a smaller font, not, the size of the font. This is the same, but it doesn't matter the font, but
Yeah.
You don't have much margin room
no,
either,
no.
so.
But I know
But you
last year
could
we
put
wanted to get it on 2
on
pages.
two,
I
but
know.
probably
If we
not
can't,
not gonna make
okay.
that.
Is this an Excel, by any chance?
the
I have
charts-
the Excel copy, yes.
Okay, so this is an Excel.
Yeah,
I'm just looking at columns. I'm pretty familiar with Excel.
yeah.
You could take some of the columns and the hours, and you could squish those down.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
Give you
switch
some more
the-
room.
The columns,
I know.
I mean,
And the
the
columns,
rows,
this way,
the rows
right.
and,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yes, you
think
could squish those
squish it.
columns together a little bit and
Yeah.
give yourself some more room.
Page 134.
I saw that you wrote
Okay.
that on there, that's really helpful.
I also
I just
clipped
wanna, it's,
dog-eared the page.
I
Give
almost
them the
wonder if
row
we
height.
should do,
You can
Right,
change
the
the row
row,
height
sure.
a little
She's got
bit.
plenty of room,
And,
yeah.
right, you got a little bit of
Squish it.
room there. So
Squish it.
squish that down.
I just wonder if we should do 3 pages, because, I mean, that's kinda hard to read.
Yeah, see, it's already
That's
much
already
smaller here
small.
than it is on.
Is
That,
that
that
last
was
year's?
last
Yeah,
year's,
this
yeah,
is
that
last
was
Oh,
true.
year's.
that's a little
Well, if
small.
they'll accept 3, then go to 3.
Yeah,
I
go
don't-
to
you know,
3.
Nobody's
Yeah.
told us we had to
Yeah.
do 2.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're gonna add the mission, like the little statement above too, that's gonna
I
push
mean,
it down.
we could do 3 pages, and if Linda needs to squish it down,
She can
let
do it.
her deal with the
Okay.
formatting of it.
Formatting of it,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, clearly, you got, there's wide margins here, you could
Yeah.
make these margins smaller, and so, let
Yeah.
Yeah,
let
that's
her
true.
deal with it.
Yeah, this
It already
does
looks
have
like
wide
it got
margins.
squished.
Yeah, let her
Yeah.
deal with it.
I think 2 years ago, we had very little.
So go to 3.
Anyways, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we won't
Okay.
go back
Don't
to
worry
3.
about it.
Right,
Let it
yeah,
work.
exactly.
Yeah, okay. And, and I wanted to put board members down. Last year I'd put the staff down too, but staff are all mentioned in the,
Yes.
Body.
In the body itself.
Okay.
And so
Mhm.
I was
Yep.
concerned space-wise, but still, I think they're covered. Okay. Any other?
Could I just make a recommendation on perhaps the questions for the survey, because I came up with 3.
Okay,
Do you subscribe to Spectrum Cable TV? Yes, no.
okay,
Do you watch town meetings on Channel 3? Yes, no. Do you watch town meetings on YouTube? And then I've got live later on your own schedule. If they do, so
Oh, I like
would that,
it.
would
Yeah.
that, do you think that
Yeah.
would,
I would say, instead of that, I'd say live or recorded.
live or recorded, okay. And then parentheses later on your own schedule,
Yeah.
because I think that's,
Yeah.
we'll say recorded.
Do we wanna ask, do you watch anything on the town website?
No, I think it gets to be too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Personally,
Okay.
I think this is what we need to know.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to determine viewership and
Mhm.
where it's being viewed. That's our critical question at this
Right.
point. And then that way we'll get more responses because it won't be lengthy and complicated.
Right.
And if they're watching on
Yeah.
the town website, fine, that's not gonna change, they can still do that.
Well, we do use Telview. I was
Oh.
just gonna mention, we use Telview
Oh, to get
to
it.
put those videos on the town
Oh,
website,
absolutely.
so.
We pay $2,700 a year to have the cloud available.
Right.
Sitting there and.
So it is kind of
Oh.
pertinent information. I don't wanna
Okay.
bog them down with questions, but,
Okay.
you
All right, well,
know,
we could
if,
say, do you watch town meetings on Channel 3?
what if we just had them circle one? Channel 3, YouTube, or,
Cause they
Oh, there
might
you go.
watch them more than one
or
place.
the town
But
website?
just, okay, or the town website.
Yeah.
But I think on YouTube, I'd like to know if they're watching it live or, of course, we get numbers, but it fluctuates, I'm sure.
Well, and we don't know, I mean, is that someone
what-
just stumbling upon,
Well, you could,
you
you could,
know?
you could say, have two lines. Watch it live, and you say, circle, circle, circle. And then this next line, you say, watch it recorded, circle, circle, circle.
Yeah, okay.
Right, cause if
Okay.
it's live, they're only watching it one place, they're watching it
Right.
on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
YouTube, yeah, okay. All right, so I think, but that's what we're trying to get at.
Okay, so, and we should have, are you suggesting I just wanna be clear, we should have handouts?
Yeah.
Or we
I-
should have, like Theo with a clipboard, just,
I think with those questions, we could probably get 6 of them on a page,
okay,
and then I'll print them and cut them.
Okay, great.
And we'll just have little slips.
okay,
And we'll have them either on the chairs or hand them to them when they walk in, and then have Theo pick them up.
okay,
When we did that previously with some questions, I was trying to hand them as people came in and,
Yeah.
you know, they come in clumps and you don't get everybody.
Mhm.
That was tough to do unless there's 2 or 3 of you who can be there handing
Yeah,
them.
Oh.
you
I'll
could,
do it.
we could put them on the chairs.
Chairs,
On the
right,
chairs,
yeah.
put 'em on the
We're
chairs.
there
That's a
early
good
setting
idea.
up
Because you're gonna be
anyway.
setting up.
Good
yeah.
idea.
And make an announcement and
And
make,
then
say,
sometime-
Because
we have a survey going around.
Yeah, I think we need to also say in the survey, which is a great idea, why we're doing it. What is our purpose of that survey? Some people are hesitant to fill out surveys. What are they after? I mean, even though it's anonymous, but I think we would, you know, even if it's a statement like, we want to further improve the service we're providing you, and this will be a great help to us. Just why we're doing this.
Okay,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
we could do that.
I
So
think we need to add
I'll work
just a
with-
short
I'll work
statement
with Aisha on that.
Okay,
as to why
that'd
we're
be
doing
great.
it.
Okay.
I'm concerned about it being too small,
Yes.
blowing off in the breeze as people walk by.
Right.
I don't know what's
Well,
best. I don't know what's best.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen to every single one, and if we have to pick
And
up a few.
it is anonymous, so, I mean, we'll hopefully, I mean, we've been getting, 160 people to annual meeting, there's a lot of things going on this
Yeah.
year. So it's possible that we'll get,
We've had well over
If
200.
we get 50%.
250
we'll
at
be
annual
doing
meetings too,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, just
But if we have Theo on it,
Right.
put them on the
Yeah.
chair,
Yeah.
yeah,
and then have George announce at some point during the meeting that Theo is gonna come around and pick up the papers.
yeah,
Then,
yeah.
at that point, have him go around and pick them up.
Well, but he could start before that.
Oh,
When
I
the
see.
Meeting
At the
starts at
beginning.
9. I mean, I think if
Yeah.
these people come so early, if he's there doing this by 8:30,
Yeah.
and
He can
going
walk
to people
around,
who are
Yeah.
already
walk
there.
around and say, have you filled out the
Yeah.
survey? We really appreciate your feedback.
With a stack of them, you know, so that if
They didn't have it,
if it wasn't on their
because
chair.
sometimes people go and reach other chairs, if they don't wanna sit in the front row, they go and get another chair, then it won't be on a chair.
Right,
Yeah.
right, so it's both, if he's got
It's-
some.
right.
And-
He'll have some blanks.
And we're assuming that everybody's got a pen to fill them out.
Well, he can have
And
pens.
that's,
Yeah, set
We'll
him
give
up
some
to.
pens.
Hmm.
But no
Alright.
matter what, it'll
I
be
got a box
helpful.
of pens.
No matter what we get back.
I got a box of
Yeah.
pens.
Don't overthink the
It-
pens.
it'll-
Okay,
okay.
got it.
Pens.
We're not gonna get 100%.
No.
No, we're
Not
not.
even close to
If we get
100%.
50 back.
If we,
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
And it's
It'll
still,
still be-
that's still only a small percentage of the actual
Sure.
population of
I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Madison,
But it'll be a
you know,
sample.
But it will be.
But
a
we'll have the
sample.
survey
You know,
monkey.
It'll be a random
Yeah.
sample, and I think it'll be meaningful.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll give us an indication.
Right.
And if you can do it on SurveyMonkey or somehow, you
Yeah,
know, on an
for
announcement.
online,
I mean,
yep.
You know, we can't email it to everybody because, you know, we don't have contact addresses for everybody who has Spectrum, but, and we wanna hit people who don't have Spectrum with this, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's me.
Yeah.
I
well,
don't get
it's-
it, they
yeah,
don't run to my
okay.
house.
yeah.
So,
Okay, next meeting date.
Oh, I just had one
Oh,
more new,
okay.
I could have put this in my report, but it was kinda new business, but, I only noticed this because I had some friends move to town, and they had some information that they got from the town hall, and if you go to the town webpage, there is a new packet, a new resident packet. There's no mention of us in that packet.
Oh, wow.
So I would like to write up some sort of who we are, what we do,
Mhm.
where you
Yeah.
watch meetings,
Oh, yeah, good
That
point.
all of that.
Yes,
So,
yes. Yes.
you know, yeah, and maybe it makes the packet a little bit bigger, but I was kind of surprised that there's nothing in there regarding
Is
us.
this a physical thing of papers, or
No,
is it
it's-
on?
Well, it's online, but they had a printout like on their fridge because it has like important phone numbers in town, transfer station hours,
Yeah.
things like that. But and even on that one pager, I was surprised there wasn't like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
I-
even our website or our email or just
Right.
anything like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so these addresses for YouTube and,
You gotta remember who's making it, who's creating that page. So, yeah, take that information upstairs and say, please put this on that page.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to run it by you guys before.
I know,
you know.
Yes.
So
Well,
I'll,
you
That's a
know,
good
I'll
idea.
print I'll
Yeah.
type something up
yeah,
and
Yeah.
print it out and then
okay.
see if it
Mhm.
can be added. Cause like Slam has a whole printout of what they do and who they are and how
Yeah.
you can join and, you
Right.
know, so.
Good,
Good point.
good idea.
speaking
Very good.
of Slam, I have a question for you. And it doesn't need to wait till we next meet, if you can send it to us
Okay.
by
Yeah.
email, you know, and we can each
Yeah.
Yeah.
respond to you. If you can, you know, unless you get so many different suggestions from us, it's gonna take a discussion among us.
That would never happen.
Right. Like the annual report, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so, I don't know an exact date I'll be back. I'll have been driving up from North Carolina, the end of April. So looking at May to meet the week of the 4th or the week of the 11th. If Thursdays are good.
The week of the 4th is best for me, the 11th is not.
Okay,
4th is what day of the week?
well, the 4th is a
Oh,
Monday,
We're
so
talking
I'm
about
saying
Monday.
the
that
week of the
week.
4th, that's all.
So, but if Thursdays are good, then Thursday the 7th.
Thursday the 7th? Okay. 10?
At 10, yeah, I probably.
So, May 7th at 10?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Yep.
I don't know how much upfront I'll be about agenda and things, but I'll try as
It's
I'm
okay.
enjoying great nieces and nephews and warm sunny places to at least say, what have you got for the agenda? And I'll write myself some notes as I do these minutes to prompt myself for that. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second,
All in favor?
hey.
All right. Any
Aye.
nays?